Intuition becomes increasingly valuable in the new information society, wrote best-selling author John Naisbitt in Megatrends, precisely because there is so much data. He wrote that 30 years ago. Consider how much more true it is with the amount of knowledge we have today. Intellect without intuition is a smart person without impact. Intuition without intellect is a spontaneous person without progress. School and work life taught you how to grow your knowledge and sharpen your ability to put two and two together. Here's how to ensure that intuition remains in the mix of your decisions so that when 2 and 2 must equal more than 4, the new solution is accessible. 1. Know what's under the surface. Like a compass, intuition can point us due north and let us know when we've strayed off course. It can tell us when a person isn't all he says he is. It can tell us when an opportunity is more than it might seem. It can also tell us when a solution isn't up to snuff or more investigation is required. But intuition doesn't always explain why or tell us precisely how to proceed. We want the script, and intuition isn't into scripts. It's into feelings and senses. This isn't as unstable as it sounds. For intuition to be useful to us, we have to understand that over time and through experience, we learn more than we think we do. Over time, we gain verified knowledge, things we know, but we also gain what author Malcolm Gladwell calls a body of submerged knowledge, things we don't know we know. This submerged knowledge comes out in the form of intuition, and it is the one thing that, according to Gladwell, distinguishes experts from non-experts. Anyone juggling many different variables has to, at some point, rely on this body of submerged knowledge to make sense of their tasks. Accurate gut feelings are things that we earn through study, experience, learning from our mistakes, and steadily accumulating the kind of experiences that lead to real expertise. That means you have a body of submerged knowledge that can offer you insight for the challenges before you. The caution is that you need to know the basis of that knowledge so you don't reach beyond the effectiveness of your intuition. If you've spent the last 15 years in the finance industry, don't expect to have a good gut instinct for the challenges that are specific to the farming industry. Spend a season or two observing every aspect of the industry. Build your stock of verified knowledge, and as you do, your beneath-the-surface instincts will naturally swell. This doesn't mean you still can't rely on instinct when you accept a new position or are faced with a challenge you've never seen before. In the workplace, there are variables common to every situation. For example, the dynamics of relationships remain wherever you go. If you've done relationships well to this point, you already have a stockpile of relational insight above and beyond the surface. On the other hand, if you haven't been doing relationships well, maybe you're very shy or you've just been accused of being overbearing, you may not have a big underground reserve. You might first need to improve your surface interpersonal skills with help from an expert before going with your gut in interpersonal situations. Not sure what's under the surface? The only way to know is to test your intuition. Start by testing it in harmless situations that won't affect your value to your company. Friendships often serve you well in this regard. Over the course of a week, see how well you can read what people you know will do or say, or how certain situations will turn out. You're probably pretty good at this already, especially if you have a few friends you've known a long time. This sort of testing can also be accomplished at work without major consequences. The method? When faced with problems that require a solution or circumstances that require creativity, write down your gut instincts somewhere and date them. Do this for situations that will not have a long proving season so that you can test your instincts against the actual outcomes. If you're dead on, more than half the time you have good intuition where that particular variable is concerned. Now, offer it up tangibly so you can make a difference. 2. Loosen your processes. Intuition, explained the distinguished medical researcher Jonas Salk, will tell the thinking mind where to look next. Keep in mind this is Jonas Salk, the man who changed the course of history and saved millions of lives with the discovery of the polio vaccine. He was the quintessential scientist, spending hours upon hours in labs running precisely measured tests. But he was quick to confess that intuition was part of his scientific process. It is always with excitement that I wake up in the morning, he explained, wondering what my intuition will toss up to me, like gifts from the sea. I work with it and rely on it. It's my partner. He understood